Hey crystal friends! Welcome to the second episode of the weekly crystal drop. So you may have noticed that we've changed location for this one, and that's because the office was so echoey. I'm hoping the audio is going to be a little bit better for this one. So this time I've laid everything out. I just about managed to fit it all on the table. If you prefer me doing it like this, just let me know in the comments. Or if you'd rather I do it like last week where I just kind of brought one thing on at a time so it's more of a surprise, let me know as well. That being said, let's do it. Okay, where shall we start? I think we'll go with something small. So let's start with these Polychrome Jasper Lotus flowers. So this is piece A, and it's really, really nicely carved. So I have 5 pieces and they're all £11 each. So that's piece A. This is piece B. This has got the very earthy colours with little pops of yellow and red. This is piece C. This one's got a little bit more yellow. It's got some really cool patterns on it, but they kind of look like, you know, when sand ripples on the beach. Kind of reminds me of that. And what's interesting is that Polychrome Jasper was actually found relatively recently. I think it was in about 2008 when people were looking for ocean jasper. And they actually originally named this material Desert Jasper. I think at some point it must have been changed to Polychrome. And you can kind of see why it was called Desert Jasper because of the colours and the formations on it. But it's mined primarily in Madagascar. And it comes in yellows, reds, browns, blues, and it can be carved really, really well, as you can see here. So this one is piece C, and I'll grab the next one. This one is piece D, and it's got a really, really bright pop of blue right there, and some rich russet red, and the back has some interesting patterns, some little tiny bits of pink, some fingerprints. That is D. And the last piece is piece E. This is £11 as well, just like all the other pieces. And this one is mostly blue and is really, really cute. So that's all of those carvings. Let's go on to these mega chunky palms. This massive palm is actually Thulite, which is from Norway. This is piece A, and you can see the size. The size. This is actually not the biggest one, believe it or not, but this is actually technically a low-grade Thulite. The high grade, I don't have any pieces to compare at the moment, but the high grade is like a very rich, what I would call like a meat red. That probably doesn't sound very nice. But I actually saw these, and this gorgeous pastel pink bubblegum colour just, oh, I just love it so much. So, and very affordable compared to the high grade Thulite, which is crazy expensive. So this gorgeous palm is £21. And bear in mind, it's so large, it's almost like getting 2 regular palms in one. Okay, on to piece B, which I think is the biggest one. Yes, this is the biggest one. And they're all similar quality, all these pieces. They're just slightly different sizes. So this is the largest one, and this one is £24. On to piece C, which has that lovely gentle colour again. And piece C is £22. This is piece D, lots of pink at the top end there. Really nice on the back as well. And piece D is £19. And finally, we have piece E, which again, really, really gorgeous soft pink colour. Absolutely gorgeous. And this one is £18. Let's do these really cute mortar and pestles next. I got these because they were just so dang cute. This one is actually made of, generally just called fossil stone, but it's basically a fossiliferous limestone, which was originally from the Tethys Ocean, which was kind of between India and Asia, which is basically roughly around modern day Pakistan, Afghanistan, that sort of area. It's made of all these little teeny tiny sea creatures which have left all their fossils in the stone, which is super cool. And there's some really nice ones inside, if I can get it to focus. Some really interesting ones in there. I think there's even some on here. They're all different shapes. They're really, really cool. And it has had, not that you can really see very well, but it has had a repair here. But it's a good repair and it blends very well, but I have reduced the price a little bit because of the repair. So this really cute piece is just £9. I would say with this one, I wouldn't put any liquid in it, just because it's limestone. It will probably dissolve and nothing acidic because acid dissolves limestone, but anything dry and you should be good to go. Okay, next up we have this lovely black marble one, which has got some really nice patterns on it. It does have a few grooves in the base, which has got some bright pink polishing compound left in, and trust me, I have cleaned it and cleaned it and cleaned it, and it does not want to come off. So we'll just have to say it adds to the character. You've got some nice bright pink spots there, but it's super cute as well. And this one is also £9. And lastly, I could not resist this one. How amazing is that banding? Oh! This is a honey calcite. It's got the dark classic honey here with, you can't really see in this lighting, but it's got kind of translucent banding in it, which is really, really cool. And then it's got, you see it on the edge there. It's got this gorgeous banding all the way through. And it's kind of like got two halves. There's like that side and then there's that side. But it's really, really nicely carved. It's a little bit bigger than the other two. And I don't know if this one's had a repair or not, where there's been a weakness where the two colours join. There is a bit of colour under UV light, but I'm not sure if it's actually a repair or if it just fluoresces. I really don't know, but either way, it is absolutely gorgeous and it's just £11. Next up, we have a shop favourite. This is beautiful Pastel Unicorn Jasper, and this is piece F, and it's got a nice purple vibe to it, this one. I just wanted to point out that I refer to this shape as a Shiva. So technically the name Shiva Lingam should only be applied to this material, which is a natural stone from the sacred Narmada river in India, and it holds great significance. I've heard that it can be offensive to people in India to call any other stone that is not made from Narmada Jasper, to call it a Shiva. So because I'm not too sure what else to call this shape, and because it's so common in the trade to call it a Shiva because it's been carved into that shape, what I tend to do is I tend to say Shiva shaped crystal, just simply alluding to the fact that it's carved in the same shape as an actual Shiva Lingam. I just wanted to point that out just because I don't want to accidentally offend anyone. So piece F is £15. Next up, we have piece G, and this one has got some of my favourite colours. Sage green, dark green, pink. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Piece G is £14. Next up is piece H. This one's a little bit darker and richer in colour. We've got reds, purples, greens. all that good stuff. And H is £16. This is piece I, and we've got gorgeous peachy pinks, sage greens, dark greens, white, a bit of everything in this one. And this gorgeous piece is £16. And last but not least is piece J, and this one's got some really striking patterns. I love the contrast on this one between the white and the sagey colour green, going into the darker green, some pink, some purple. Beautiful, beautiful. And J is £13. Okay, let's do one of my favourites next. This stunning material is K2, also known as Raindrop Azurite, and it's mined just in one location in the world, which is near the K2 mountain in Pakistan. The matrix is granite, which is the white with little black flecks of biotite in it. These really gorgeous bright blue dots that you see are inclusions of azurite, and on the odd piece, including this one, there's actually green flecks of malachite running through as well. Of the towers, this is the only one that has the malachite in, but you can see it there as well. And that's partly how you can tell your K2 is real, because this is a commonly fake stone, because granite is really, really cheap and easy to get hold of, whereas K2 is a rare stone because it's only mined in one location in the world. So especially in beads, there's a lot of faking where they basically just dye blue dots into some granite and call it K2. The roundness of the dots and the fact that there's these malachite inclusions helps to tell me that this piece is 100% genuine, and it is absolutely beautiful. So this is Tower A, and it's £35. Tower B is quite a chunky one. It's got lots and lots of those gorgeous blue azurite dots. I was actually super lucky to get these towers. I've been trying to get hold of some of these for ages, and my supplier always sells out before I get a chance to have any. Luckily, somebody didn't pay for their order, and I spotted these in the basket of unsold items, and I said, please, 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 can I have the towers? And luckily he said yes. And these are really high grade as well. The lower grade will be not as blue, not as well defined, but this is seriously nice quality K2. So yeah, kind of tempted to keep one, but anyway. This is piece B, and it's £42. And finally, we have piece C. Which is a little bit smaller. And all these pieces stand nice and straight as well. The piece C is £36. Alright, let's move on to something flashy. This is gorgeous gold sheen obsidian. You can see those lovely gold sparkles in there. They're small, but they're all really nicely carved, and they all have this amazing gold sheen. Because they all have this gorgeous gold flash and they're all the same size, I'll just do an intuitive pick on these. So I've just got these 5 pieces and they're £7 each. Time to move on to a mystery material. So I saw these, and I am an absolute sucker for agate anyway. I love it so much. But I saw these and I was so intrigued. I don't usually buy materials that I don't know what they are, but these were so incredibly eye-catching. I thought I'll get them anyway, and then I'll just find out what they are. I'll do some research, I'll get the name for them. When I asked my supplier, she just said that it was an agate that was mined in Africa. So that's all I've had to go on. I've researched. Can I find out what it is? Nope. So the only thing I found that looks even remotely similar to these is I found a sphere of a material called Warring States agate that was mined in China, which looked literally identical, but I have found just one that looks like it. So I'm going to be totally honest, I don't know exactly if this agate has a trade name. I don't know if it's just that new of a find that it doesn't have a trade name yet. The colours look real on it, even though they're vibrant. So either way, whatever they are, they're very pretty. So these 5 pieces are all the same size and they are £12 each. This is piece A that has gorgeous blue and red colours and a natural vug. So if we zoom in on it, you can see a little bit more of the detail. It's almost like a painting, a very abstract, slightly crazy painting, but very, very interesting. This is piece B that has a metallic inclusion that I'm assuming is probably hematite. We've got bright red, bright blue, lots of swirls. It's kind of reminiscent almost of pietasite, but there's no chatoyancy, so who knows? If we zoom in on this one, you can see all these amazing patterns. It kind of looks like looking at the Earth from space. Well, if the Earth was bright red. So that's piece B. Piece C is a paler colour. And it's kind of like swirling clouds. It almost has vibes of moss agate as well, but there's no actual moss inclusions as such. It's really, really unusual. So you can see all the little patches of quartz in this one. And all these sort of feathery branches of red. Really, really unusual. So that is piece C. Piece D is another really nice vibrant piece. It's got some lovely swirly patterns and some orange inclusions there. It's just really such a cool material. I really like it. So you can probably see the patterns better if you zoom right in. And if anybody knows what this material actually is or what it's actually called, please let me know in the comments, because I've been trying to find out for so long. I'd love to know if it has an actual trade name or if it really is from Africa. So that's piece D. And finally, we have piece E that has a different vibe. This one's kind of pastel blue-white with yellow inclusions, pink inclusions, lots of sparkles, lots more sparkles. I'll zoom you in on that one so you can have a closer look. So you can see all these little quartz inclusions in it all over, which again reminds me of moss, but there's kind of tiny little orbs, little botryoidal formations floating around in it as well, which again I've seen that in moss agate, so you can see them all there. These spheres are so fascinating to look at close up. I mean, it's almost even gives ocean jasper vibes looking at all the tiny orbs in it. So that's piece E, and that one's £12, just like the others. Right, this money toad has been sitting here staring at me, so we will do him next. So this is a Smoky Citrine, and the material is from Africa, either from the Congo or from Zambia. I'm not 100% sure which, but it is lovely. So it's really, really nicely carved, and it must take somebody so long to hand carve this. It is incredible. It does have a little teeny rainbow, a little teeny tiny rainbow. So this lovely piece technically should be over £100, but I have reduced it to just 85, and that is piece G. Okay, next let's do these Labradorite bowls, which have got gorgeous colours and sparkles. Have to say these do tend to look better in the sun. They tend to sparkle a lot more, but we do have some flash going on. You just got to get the right angles with it. So this first piece is £25. Piece E has the most amazing effect. You can't really tell on here, but that gold spot on the base, it kind of looks like there's somebody shining a light, or like the sun is actually behind it shining through. It's this crazy optical illusion. It's really, really cool to look at. And this one has actually got flashes all the way around the rim as well, which I'm doing a terrible job of showing off. They are there, honestly. On this side, it has super, super bright flash, and it does have loads of sparkles, but this lighting's a little bit too soft to show them off. It needs kind of more of a direct light on it. So this gorgeous piece is piece E, and it's £27. It's slightly larger than the other two. And the final one is piece F, and it's got, if I can find it, come on, don't be shy, lots of flashes around there. And this one's cool because the flash on it is really heavily striated, which is really cool. So you can see the flashes there. I've got all these really cool blue, gold and orange striations, which is awesome. And it's got some blue flashes there as well. This one is piece F, and it's £25. Next up, we have some really fun items. I saw these poison bottles, well, that's what I'm calling them anyway, and I just couldn't resist them. How awesome are these? I'm actually holding it back to front. There we go. So this one, I know what this material is, but the name is escaping me. If anyone knows, please, please, please say in the comments, because it's driving me nuts that I can't remember what it's called. But this one's got a slightly angry looking bowl on the front with a really cool stylized skull with horns. It's got patterns all round. That's the back. This is piece A, and all 5 of these pieces are the same price, and they are just £14 each. The second one is a type of serpentine, which I think in China they tend to just call it green jade. We've got a skull in the middle, not too sure if it's human or not. And I think this one has a thin layer of lacquer on to make it really shiny, which does actually look pretty nice, I have to say. And I tell you what, it has got some weight to it. I mean, these are heavy, heavy things. This one's £14 as well, and that one is piece B. So piece C is in a similar material to piece A, and it's got skull and crossbones all round, and they've actually faceted the top area, which actually catches the light really nicely. It's actually a really cool effect. That one is piece C. Piece D is quite an intricate one. It's got skulls on skulls, and this one's made from, I think it's called shell jasper. And what I love about this one is that amazing ammonite right there. I love it. It's full of little fossils all over the place. It's incredibly cool. That is piece D, and £14. Lastly, we have a pink opal in a completely different style. It's very swirly, so it's kind of like pink goth. I think this one might have been lacquered as well, because I know pink opal can be a bit prone to drying out, and this one does look quite shiny, which does actually really suit it, because the light really catches it nicely. This one is £14 as well. Now I have got another 5 of these poison bottles, but I thought I'd release the others a little bit closer to Halloween. So these are the first 5, and there'll be another 5 to come. I look forward to that. Okay, next we have this really interesting material from Pakistan, which is called dotted serpentine, and you can see exactly how it got its name because it's covered in all these little tiny white and black dots. And you know what? It reminds me of a kiwi fruit with the black seeds. But these hearts are carved really, really nicely. They've got faceted edges and they can stand, well, you can stand it that way if you want, but that would look a bit weird. You know, they can sort of stand on either side, or you can lay them flat, and they're a good size and they are also a good price. So piece A is just £13. This is piece B. This one's slightly thinner and it's slightly more opaque. It's like a creamy green colour. And piece B is £11. And lastly, we've got piece C, which is smaller but chunkier. It's a really chunky one. And it's got this attractive pattern straight across the front. It's again carved really, really nicely on all sides. Super, super nice material. And this one is also £11. All right, we have reached the last material, which are these adorable little towers. And these are 8th Vein Ocean Jasper from Madagascar. This is a relatively pricey material because of the rarity, but because these towers are only dinky, their price is relatively affordable. Piece A is £14 and it's got some really lovely orbs and some druzy vugs, lots of sparkles. We like the sparkles. And what's interesting about these as well is they have this amazing UV reaction that I have never ever seen before in Ocean Jasper, which I will show you in a second. I'll try and get some UV videos and slot them into the video so you can see what I mean. It's really, really cool. So this is that crazy UV reaction I was talking about earlier, and it's in the areas that look more like quartz, and it's what's that floating around in the background? The yellow glow is actually coming from within. To start with, I thought, oh my gosh, it's filled with resin, but no, the yellow is actually within the quartz, and it must be caused by some sort of inclusion that's making it glow like that. It's incredible. And this is with a 365 NM light. I'll show you now what it looks like with a 395. This is with the 395 NM light. So it's a bit more muted in terms of colour. But the yellow, it's like strands within the quartz. So there's some impurity in there that's causing it. And I'd love to know what it is. So this is piece B. We've got that nice dark green patterning. We've got some vugs. We've got lots of little orbies. So on piece B, only the orbs glow. They glow with a faint white colour, which is fairly common for Ocean Jasper, so that's the kind of reaction I'd normally expect. Lots of orbs on that side. And this piece is the second largest and it's £13. Now piece C has a slightly different vibe. It's got lots of sparkly quartzation. It's got the yellow colour and this gorgeous swirly pattern. Let me zoom in there. How artistic looking is that? It looks kind of almost melted. But you can see close up all the little details. You can see all the little mini quartz crystals in there. It's a little cave. And the intricacy of these orbs. There's sort of layers within layers. I mean, it's quite easy because these are only small pieces. It's quite easy to sort of overlook the details on them. But if you look closely at them, they're all really interesting. Piece C has this amazing bright yellow glow from within as well. It looks like veins of yellow lava. It's crazy. So this is piece C and it is £12. Okay, we're gradually getting smaller. This is piece D and this one's got a really dark, foresty, earthy vibe to it. Almost black, it's such a dark green. We've got a really intricate little cave, gorgeous orbs with so many different colours. More beautiful orbs. Yet more orbs. And these areas have this lovely flash to them. This material is so fascinating. Piece D has some too. Some of that gorgeous yellow glow. And the orbs are UV reacting the sort of standard white colour. This is piece D and it's just £10. Okay, next up is piece E, and this one has so much beautiful quartz and lots of lovely orbs as well. See close up, you can see how sparkly it is. I'm sorry if this video quality is terrible because my phone, in technological terms, is ancient. So apologies about the quality. Piece E just has the regular white orby OJ glow. This is piece E and it's £11. On to piece F. There are some amazing orbs on this piece. And I'll zoom in to show you what I mean. There's a double one right there. And I love the way with these ones that the crystals radiate out from the centre, almost like suns, or like those amethyst stalactite flowers that you see, where they slice through in cross-section and they end up looking like a flower. But this is just like those. It's got lots and lots of vugs. Piece F does have some of the yellow, but it's a little bit fainter than some of the others. But the orbs are really glowy on this one. And this lovely little piece is just £10. And finally, onto the definition of a micro tower. This isn't even a mini tower, it's a micro tower. But it is one of my favourite pieces because it has so much character. It's got orbs on orbs, gorgeous quartzation. The more sparkles, the better, in my opinion. And then this side, well, that one looks like an eye. How amazing is that? Our little micro tower has that amazing glow as well, but it's right in the centre. It's got glowy orbs. I wish I could zoom in more, but like I said earlier, my phone is as old as time itself, so if I zoom in any more like this, it literally looks like I filmed it on a potato. So this is as good as it's going to get, I'm afraid. But how cool is that? And it is just £6. For details of how to claim any of these lovely pieces, just take a look at the description below and everything's explained there for you. And if you have any questions, just feel free to reach out and ask me. Okay, so we've reached the end of this video. I hope you found it interesting and hopefully spotted a piece or two that you would like to add to your collection. Please feel free to give me a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. Okay, I will see you on the next one. Bye! So you may have noticed with... Hello? I'm hoping the audio is going to be... Well, it didn't work either. Fingers crossed that's not crossing fingers. What is this? This is not crossing fingers. Oh, slippery. My nail's falling off. Oh, and I forgot to say... Did I say honey? No, I said it's honey calcite. So this... I mean, so the only 3 pieces. Oh, I didn't say the price of that one. What am I doing? Kind of tempted to keep one. No, Sarah, you can't keep everything. I don't usually buy reduced. My nails come off again. Where have your sparkles gone? What are these called? Indentations. Indentations. Oh, bye nail. Why is it so dusty?